Oh,
Is that gonna be distracting with us on there?
we'll take our faces off here. All right. So we're going to go ahead and get started. Welcome everybody to tonight's presentation on Pure V. Again, the products, the company, and the opportunity. My name is Bob Jarzynski. This is Mindy Winkler. Mindy
Jarzynski.
is
I am married to him.
She is also our director of customer support. Mindy has over 25 years of customer support and success in all kinds of different roles, customer facing. And we had the amazing opportunity to bring her on as part of the leadership team and handles all of the customer support questions that come in to Pure V, helps people get set up, helps people understand their back office. Just any questions that you would have if you're currently in the business, you probably have leveraged her expertise. If you're new and interested in getting in the business, then Mindy will be one of those early folks that you'll have contact with to help you get set up. And in addition to just being an amazing person for us, she's also a fun personality here in Indiana as well. Just some fun facts. She was a Colts cheerleader. She's been on TV and radio, currently on radio.
Literally currently.
On nights here in the Indianapolis market on our country station, Hank FM 97.1. So you can dial in, get her here if you're not in the Indianapolis market and want to hear what your customer support representative sounds like on the radio. You can find the app at Hank FM and download her there as well.
And then this is my very handsome husband, Bob. You can't see him right this minute, but he looks like Superman is what everybody says.
I think they can still see us.
Oh, they can? Okay. We just can't see us. Gotcha. So he is our chief operating officer, and all due to the fact that Jenny and Tony came to him as they were getting this company started because of his expertise in the operations, as well as marketing and sales for Roche Diagnostics for 23 years, Johnson & Johnson for 10 years prior to that. So he has extensive background in the pharmaceutical realm, and he was looking for something to move more onto the all natural, and this was absolutely a perfect fit. He handles literally all of the operations unless we're on vacation, and then Tony, the CEO, takes over from there. And so, but basically, we are your corporate team, and again, both of us, we work together very well, and we are here to support you whether you are a customer or a partner.
Yeah, let's meet the rest of the corporate team. Let me see if I can advance this slide here.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, we probably could have had that going there. So let's talk about our amazing founders and CEO, the Lusbys, Jenny and Tony Lusby. They are just an absolute power couple and a ton of experience, not only in this space, but Jenny in the healthcare space as well, was a nurse for 10 years and said, you know what, there's got to be a better way to provide for my family, to stay in this world of health and wellness, but to help people, not only herself, achieve her goals, but help others as well. I know both of them combined really take great joy and pleasure in not only helping themselves and their family succeed, but to help others. And there's so many in this business that have been able to watch them do that at several different companies. But before I get into those accomplishments, Tony is big in the real estate market. He's been doing that real estate for 30 years combined. They love to buy and flip homes. And it seems like once they get a house right the way they want it, looking pretty, they turn around and put it on the market and move on to the next challenge. So that seems to be the hobby outside of, again, starting this amazing company that you're going to hear about tonight. What did I miss, babe?
They have 5 children combined, yep. And they are literally 7-figure earners. And they decided to start this company because they started seeing in other companies that they had been within this industry that would start slacking on the either the composition plan, or they would start or the quality of the product line. And they're like, what are we doing? We want to have the best. And that's why they teamed up with the best, who happens to be our chief medical officer.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought he was next.
He is now. How about that? So Dr. Derek Da Silva, he's amazing. I know I saw some names of some folks who are currently in the business on tonight's call, and they know what a special individual Dr. Da Silva is. world renowned in the world of medicine, and definitely super focused when it comes to sort of nutraceuticals and supplements and vitamins, and just perfect combination of Eastern and Western medicine. And not only is he a joy to be around, he's just an absolute brilliant individual. He's formulated over 400 supplements and is really focused in on helping the Lusbys in our company Pure V come up with the supplements that we have for you that you can really only get right now through our company and through one of our distributors. So we're just so happy to have him. He's been in the business for 37 years. He's a past president of the American Nutraceutical Association. He's currently still teaching faculty at the JFK Medical Center and a recipient of one of the most prestigious awards, which is the Alan Mintz Award. And he did that in the area of clinical age management medicine. So anything that I missed with Dr. DeSilva?
No.
And then I will backtrack to our mission statement. Companies have them, right? They have visions and mission statements, and they usually spend a lot of time really thinking about what that will be. And we spend a lot of time on ours. So I do want to just read it to you, if you don't mind. Our mission is to offer hope and inspiration in every area of life, including optimal health, lifestyle, personal growth, purpose, and opportunity. We value faith, family, honesty, integrity, and living life to the fullest. Again, it's all about what the Lusbys want with this company, and that is for the users of our products and the partners in this business to truly get everything they can out of life, to stay healthy, to have wealth, and to gain that freedom to basically do what they want, when they want, with who they want. And that is definitely an opportunity that you have with Pure V.
So let's get through to our amazing product line. So first, we have this one-of-a-kind app. It's our Pure Skin app, and this is breakthrough technology. It actually was featured on CNN over a year ago, and it was called something else, but we got the rights to it. And this is a way that actually takes basically like a selfie in 30 seconds and will give you your main vitals. It's absolutely incredible, and it's 95% accurate. I literally had a surgery a year ago this time and sat there while they were doing the cuffs on me, and I was able to show them, look at this. This is spot on with what you're doing, and here we could do this right from our phone. And think about what happened with, what we had with COVID, and a lot of the medicine had to be done through Zoom calls. This is a way that you can actually, now granted, it's not a diagnostic, it's just a screening tool, but it gives 13 different measurements from your cardiac workload to your mental stress index, your fasting glucose. There's again 13 different of these, your blood pressure, things like that we all should be looking at a daily anyway, because just especially as we continue to age, this is proprietary and early intervention, so that if you see something as you're doing this daily and something's a little off, you know when to contact your health provider.
Yeah, and what's great is it not only gives you the range in measurements, but it also gives it to you in color, sort of the stoplight approach, right? Red, yellow, green. So even if you're not super techie and you don't really understand what the percentage or measurement might be for that specific reading, just being able to look at the red, yellow, green definitely helps people understand what conversations to have with their healthcare team. And I don't know if you mentioned, but it gives you suggestions and recommendations as well, as far as what you can do with your lifestyle or health to get those in range.
That's so here are actually all of them. So as you can see, blood pressure, respiratory rate. So I don't need to read all these for you, but as you can see, even as much as and all of these things are with this in mind is why we created our Instant Vitality line. Once we had the app and saw all the different things that it was testing and giving a screening of, we're like, okay, now let's, we can't do everything with just, food and moving. Some of the stuff takes additional, stuff. And that's what we were like, okay, let's come up with some supplements. And that's exactly what Dr. DeSilva's expertise is in. And so that's where these next product line, Instant Vitality, addresses each of these issues.
Yeah, so many of those issues, didn't mean to cut you off, link back to a deficiency, right?
Yeah.
And vitamins and minerals. So,
we can't get it all in food. We just can't.
Especially in the food that we have nowadays. If anything, we got to be more worried about what we're getting in there that's not good, let alone they're stripping out the good stuff. So I don't know what the stat is, but it's close to 100% of individuals right in the US are deficient in one area or another. So supplementation, vitamins and nutrients aren't just a nice thing to do, it's a need to do nowadays. And to have products that are formulated specifically for us, given those gaps that are out there by Dr. De Silva is really a great opportunity.
Yeah. And so just as you can see, this is just the basics, weight management, stress and sleep, immune system, blood flow reduction, blood sugar improvement, and digestion. We're going to dive in a little deeper on each of these. So you notice that some of them had what look like droppers. Those are liquid products, and that's our nanotechnology. And the whole purpose of nanotechnology is it's sublingual, getting it under your tongue in a small size, very, very small, nano size is what nanotechnology means. And this then increases the absorption, gets into your bloodstream faster. It avoids having any digestive issue or breaking it down there, and then increases that bioavailability of those ingredients and nutrients to get where you need them. So many of us we take pills forever, and what percentage of that are we actually getting into our bloodstream? This increases that by milestones.
Yeah. Also, there's folks who can't take pills,
right?
So
can't swallow them.
Think about those individuals as well as, again, since you're staying out of the gut, from a breakdown standpoint, the drug to drug interaction goes way down as well. You don't have to compete for that breaking down in the digestive system when you're going sublingual.
Yeah, especially because all these products are all natural. That is the biggest factor. Yeah. So we kind of talked about them, how we take them, Bob and I ourselves. And so in the morning, we both take this flow, and that is to increase your nitric oxide production. This is an amazing product to help recover from workouts better. And obviously it's to improve your blood flow. So that's, in turn, why that is. Support your cardiovascular health, enhances your performance during exercise as well. Basically because it's opening up those capillaries and getting the blood flowing to those other areas. Like if you're a person like me that always has cold hands and feet, it really helps with that because it's opening up those capillaries to push that blood through there.
Yeah. And just think about, again, how fine those blood vessels get right in your extremities. And what this does is really relaxes the blood vessels and allows the blood to flow. So those folks who have maybe, their fingers get cold, their feet get cold, we've noticed, I go and we've been seeing some folks. Mindy does a commercial for a hair company, and they put us under the microscope every so often, and they really have been amazed with the hair growth that we have. And I think one of the reasons, more so than they see in other folks, and I think one of the reasons is the flow the blood that we're getting to the hair follicles.
Right, because that's the last place it goes, actually.
So, not that I'm selling it as a hair aid, but as an example of, it gets blood all the way to the very ends of those blood vessels, which is great.
So the next one we take is the sunshine vitamin D3K2. Now, a lot of folks understand that, the importance of vitamin D. What a lot of folks don't, though, realize is that if it's not partnered with K2, it's not really doing its job. And so, you can research this. It is everywhere that D3 and K2 combined are very, very important. And so that it actually is enabled to support your strong bones and boost your mood and your brain function, support that cardiovascular health. Antioxidant protection, biggest thing, boosting that strong immune system. And again, by combining those two, that gives you that strong immune support. I have so many family members that have been taking this product, and us included, that did not get sick. Over the last couple of years that we've been taking it, we've not had a cold. If we have, it's been like maybe half a day. And we can only attribute it to this and one of our other products that we take in combination, because it's getting, again, sublingually into our bloodstream immediately. And it actually elevates you and gives you a lot more energy too. And that's, we all don't get enough sun, especially if you live in the Midwest states like we do. But as Dr. De Silva has even said, you could be standing in the sun 24/7 and you're not going to get enough vitamin D.
Yeah, success story after success story as far as individuals who had their D3K2 levels checked, vitamin D levels checked, and then they would go back after being on this product, and the improvement that they're seeing is amazing. So one, you need to sometimes ask for that to be part of your normal lab work.
Yeah,
I would request that you do that because it's such an important vitamin for us to have, and make sure you're checking that on a regular basis.
Well, and Dr. De Silva's made a point that 100% of his both COVID patients and cancer patients were deficient in vitamin D. So we're not saying it's a prevention, but it certainly doesn't hurt.
Yeah. can't go wrong with taking vitamin
Yeah.
B.
So then the mood product, this one is if you have, I mean, who's not stressed right now, right? And this, the amazing thing I love about this, again, because it's sublingual in the nanotechnology, it works within seconds. I mean, they all taste delicious too. This one tastes like bubble gum, and this improved mood is really good for people with anxiety. It helps you calm you down, but it doesn't make you like groggy. And this has got adaptogenic side effects, benefits in it because of the mushrooms in it. We've got cordyceps, reishi, and lion's mane. And the cordyceps is actually an adaptogenic mushroom that knows when it's daytime and knows when, with your circadian rhythm, when it needs to help you get into that deep sleep. And this has been such a sleep aid for folks that haven't been able to sleep for years. And it's like, and this one's a very little goes a long way. It's absolutely amazing what this product does. And we keep finding more and more benefits of the mushrooms in there. I mean, it even helps support fat loss. So there's, and brain function and cognitive ability. So there's so many things that we just keep finding over, more and more of what these products and, their ingredients do.
Yeah. And it's exciting to hear how many people have gotten off of prescription, either sleep aids or anti-anxiety medications because of this product. And to, like anything, if you can do it naturally, why wouldn't you want to do it?
And then this one's my personal fave because the glucose supports our healthy blood sugar. It curbs your appetite and sugar cravings, and it supports weight management. I am basically, between this and our Pure Max weight loss product that I'll get into, and back to the size I was when I was cheering for the Colts. And that's been, well, that was 1998, so not quite 30 years ago. And that's mainly because it helps keep your blood sugar even. So what happens when you eat, if there's anything that has carbohydrates in it or any kind of sweet or anything like that, but so much of our food does, by taking this afterwards, it keeps your insulin from spiking, which thus prevents it from storing fat, because that's exactly how that works. And plus, on top of it, by curbing those sugar cravings, because this tastes like a cinnamon bun, a lot of times people, especially if you have some spicy food, sometimes you feel like you need a piece of chocolate afterwards. You don't. You can take this, and it's delicious, and it's literally been, my staple. I carry it in my purse. I have it with me everywhere.
Yeah, don't let the name fool you. This is not just for folks with diabetes,
right,
or pre-diabetes. It could definitely benefit them, but it can help anyone who wants to maintain a healthy blood sugar level.
That's right. So those were our nanotechnology products, all under the tongue. Now we have 2 pill products and mainly capsule products. And the reason being is with this one in particular, the probiotic, we don't want that to be under the tongue. We need it to get to the gut, because that's where it's going to do the work. And this one not only promotes healthy digestion, as all probiotics do, but also boosts your immune system. So using that in combination with our D3K2 is a powerhouse in building that immunity. And there's a 2-piece capsule technology that's acid stable that Dr. De Silva himself vetted, that gets it to that small intestine. A lot of times when you have a probiotic that you see on the shelves, it may say it has however many millions of diomes or whatever it's called. That see, anybody can do this. But how much are you actually getting? Because it's getting broken down by the stomach acids before it really gets to where it needs to in the small and large intestine. And ours doesn't. Ours, because it's got that acid stable capsule technology, it's getting where it needs to go. On top of this also improves your mood and stress, because everything is related. Gut and head are very much related. And so that can help as well. This actually, 70% of immune cells are found in the gut. So that explains too why it's so strong in supporting your immune system.
Yep.
So then our other product that comes in capsule form, we just released this last October. This is supporting healthy weight management. This is a weight management tool. It's not a weight management solution. I try to steer it with people like that, but it does have the GLP-1 and now the analog effects, just like getting an injection, but this time it's actually safer in a pill, because you're actually not having to stab yourself for one thing, but it's got these proprietary ingredients in it. It's doctor formulated, safe and effective. These branded ingredients have already been in existence. They've got studies behind them. We have an entire website, pure-max.com, that you can go and read all about each of them. The dihydroberberine, the Chromax, and the Capsomax, those are the actual branded ingredients in them. The dihydroberberine, you probably heard of berberine being a big factor. Well, the thing is, that's what causes people's stomachs to get upset when they have let's say, one of the injection products. And so because the dihydroberberine prevents that upsetting of the digestive system, and it also increases the viability of it longer and more effectively, like 5 times longer. And then the one part I love, so the EGCG, that is basically green tea, and that has already been proven as well with so many studies behind it, that actually accelerates weight loss too. The Chromax, if you've ever heard of chromium picolinate, forever that has been a factor in people that, especially people that work out in getting lean. And Capsamax, that kind of is the branded product to help kind of elevate your thermogenesis. So it kind of, when you eat spicy food and you feel a little sweaty, that's what this does. There's actually that kind of material in it. And again, all natural. In fact, the Chromax, their tagline is lose the fat, not the muscle. And what a lot of folks don't realize when they are taking the injections is they are losing a lot of muscle. And so what happens over time, yes, they look thinner, but they start aging, and not just in the way they look, but every organ is aging much faster because it naturally thinks that, well, if you're losing all this muscle mass, you must be older. And that is it's going to be interesting to see down the road how this affects a lot of folks.
Yeah, for sure. It's a great product. So thank you, Mindy, for taking us through all of those. You're probably on the call. Somebody invited you, I think, for probably one of a couple of reasons, right? It could be, hey, I heard about these amazing products and I want to try them, right? And you can buy, anybody can be a retail customer at Pure V and buy as much of whatever product that we've talked about. And it's that simple, right? You can just go to purev.com and or whoever invited you, and you can buy a product. There's others who want to try the product, but they would love to be able to make enough money to have their products paid for. And then there's others who like the products, definitely would like to get them, to the point where they're having someone else pay for the products for them. But they'd like to maybe even look at this as an income opportunity, right? As a side business.
Or a full-time business.
Or a full-time business. That so many people are taking advantage of today. So no matter what it is that got you here, I just wanted to take a few minutes here at the end just to talk about what that business opportunity is. The way that Tony and Jenny Lesby set up this company, I mean, you really can be your own boss and make an amazing income, right? And we have 7 different ways that you can earn in this company. All of them are unique and different, and all of them reward specific activities that you would do if you want to put that in. And what's great about a company like this is you could do it anywhere, right? In network marketing, you could work from home, you could work from a boat, from a condo in Florida overlooking the ocean. I mean, whatever your wildest dreams are as far as what you want to do and how you see yourself being productive and wanting to work, it's available with Pure V. Now, network marketing, the word work is in there. So we all know folks who've made, a really amazing living doing this. Lesby's, for example, as we said up front, were high, 7-figure earners, and not just this company, but in other network marketing companies. They have found the way that works, and they've been able to do that, and they've given us the opportunity with the way they've structured our commission plan and the business to do that as well. And a lot of you, right, like ourselves, just finished doing our taxes, and how nice was it to be able to have a company, a person, our own business, to be able to write off all those expenses, right, that you don't get to do
with just a general W-2.
With a general W-2 when you're a 1099 employee, right? Everything from your cell phone bill to your ink cartridges in your printer to your miles and your entertainment, all of that are opportunities. So I believe everybody should have a side business, even if it's not your full-time business. I think everybody should. And why not do it with a company that's all about people and development? And products that are all about making you healthy and happy and living long enough to enjoy the things that you've worked so hard to do. And Pure V offers that. Now, how you can become more than a retail customer, if you're interested in getting wholesale pricing in a position in the company and being a partner, what we call in Pure V, we've got 3 different packages that allow you to do that. The first one is the challenge pack. It's the Pure Max that Mindy talked about that gives you that. It's that weight loss product that really helps you manage your weight and achieve your weight loss goals. And we sell it in a 3-pack as this partner pack, one of the ways to get into the company, because Dr. De Silva recommends for all products, but especially this product, that you give it a 90-day opportunity, right? You wouldn't want to just be on a product for, for a month and make a decision on that, right? Your body needs time to cycle into the product, to get used to the product. You need time to get used to the product and how your body's going to respond to it. And like anything, we feel like a 90-day challenge, if you will, is the right way to go about it.
Provide actually lifestyle and other opportunities, with that, to help encourage that, because it's not just a pill you can just take and suddenly the weight's going to come off. You do have to move, you do have to change, make some lifestyle adjustments.
Yep.
But it's definitely a tool to help push that over the edge.
So for $239, you not only get the 90 days worth of the product, the Pure Max, you also get your own website to be able to share your website with others who want to purchase from you. Again, retail wise, or they can sign up as a partner underneath you. So you have that website that makes that super easy for you to manage that. You then are eligible for up to 6 ways to earning commissions by being a partner in the company. And in that back office that you get, everything's there you would need: flyers, videos.
The marketing that Jenny has put together is absolutely incredible. And especially because it's completely provided.
Yep.
It doesn't cost anything additional. It's there right there for you to use as tools.
Yeah, it's amazing. She's thought of everything Tony and Jenny have with this company, and the resources are endless. And then we also have calls like this weekly on Tuesday nights. So even the sharing of the company and the products is as easy as inviting somebody to a Tuesday night call. So this is the cheapest way you can get in, and especially the one I would recommend if you're looking at a weight loss approach.
And the best thing about this is that's a big savings, because retail, this is $99 a bottle. So that means it's $2.99. So you're saving $60 right off the top.
Yeah, it's a great way.
And getting all that other stuff.
Now, a lot of people, what they tell us is, well, I want to try them all. And the wellness pack is that package that allows you to do that. You get one of everything. These are all in 1 month, 30-day, supply, right? So there's enough in all of these to get you through a month. So you get 1 month of all 6 products, and you also get 1 month of that app for free. The app is a product. It's not a one-time purchase. You do buy a subscription on a monthly basis. You get 30 days, 2 tests a day, so 60 tests in that given month, and you'd get a free month of that app to trial that as well if you like that. That is definitely something that you could buy for to keep going every month after that.
And again, website and back office.
6 ways to earn, everything that we talked about. And then finally, what we call is the Founders Pack. Now, I know that looks like a lot, right? And it is. You get 3 of everything. But what's great about it, when you think about this, that gives you a product for yourself, one for your spouse. You got product to potentially demo if you're thinking about getting into the business. Most people who buy the Founders Pack are serious about the business. So you're getting a little product there to actually display and demo and even sell. A lot of people will sell, one of everything at just below retail price, and actually make a lot of their money back doing that as well. The other thing I hear is a lot of people want one of each of these products at work. Right. Yes. When you're talking about the mood product and in the flow and the glucose, even the D3K2, you can take these multiple times, per day. So having a bottle at home, and a bottle at work,
just for the convenience.
Yeah, makes it useful as well. And the great thing, and why we call it the Founders Pack, is there's only 1,000 positions, only 1,000 founders in the company, and we're about halfway there. We're a 2-year-old company right now, so that's pretty good that we have around 500 founders. We have no doubt that in the next 12 months, those 1,000 positions will be gone. And what that means is not only do you get the wholesale pricing and all the stuff that we talked about, you get one additional way to get paid, and that is the founders bonus. So once a quarter, if you're eligible, there are some parameters that you need to hit in doing to get eligible for that, but we'll take 1% of the company's profits, right, and set it aside, and then all of the founders at that time will share in that side pool, if you will.
It's
and
a
get
great
paid.
little extra bonus check that you don't expect.
Yeah, and it's our way of taking care of those who, had faith in Pure V, faith in us at the beginning.
Buying stock is how I kind of
Yeah, and it really does get you invested in the company, gives you the product you need to really be serious about your business, and to get it started right. So that's the Founders Pack, and if you're interested in that, if you're interested in the Wellness Pack, or the Challenge Pack, any of those 3 packs, just make sure you get back to whoever brought you to the call today, whoever invited you. They'll be happy to tell you what the next steps are as far as becoming a partner. I'd also go back to them and say, hey, if all I want to do right now is try a couple of the products, again, they'd be happy to, send you their link and you can order those products via retail. But I'm telling you, this company I said is only 2 years old.
Not even.
Not even 2 years old. That'll be in July, end of June, July of this year. And we're off and running. I mean, we're really off to a strong start. There's only going to be
debt-free.
Yeah, there's only going to be future, products added to our portfolio of products. It's not like these are the 6 and that's in the app and that's it. I mean, the Lusbys are always looking for new and innovative things that fit in this healthcare space, in this natural space. And you're going to see that. And we would love for you to come in while we're early, and be the first in your neighborhood, on your street, in your state, potentially. That's how new we are, to be able to have these products. And it's just an amazing opportunity, and it's such a great company to be with. And I think this final slide is just another example of how awesome Pure V is, and it really speaks to the heart of the Lusbys. Do you want
Absolutely. This was I've actually touched a lot of folks that sometimes this came on board because of this. So we have Pure V Operation Rescue. It is our cause, and basically it's the whole premise of The Sound of Freedom. I don't know if you've seen that movie, but it's about how the epidemic of sex trafficking, and particularly for children. And the tagline is God's children are not for sale. And so 1% of every single sale, doesn't have to be a partner, it can be a customer, whatever, goes to an organization that actually is already established. We are partnered with them. They help reacclimate these children that have been rescued with clothing and education. And, just because the trauma, it's like is overwhelming, and we can't even imagine what some of these children have been part of this since they were babies. And so we wanted to have a cause in addition to our mission of helping each other and helping others with health. Let's take it a step further and have an actual cause for this as well. So
Yeah, so thank you guys. So many of you taking time out of your evening to join us. Really do appreciate it. Hopefully, if you're already in the business, hopefully there was something here that sparked your interest, or a good reminder tonight. If you're brand new and interested, in the company or the products, or the organization, hopefully you got that as well tonight. So just do me a favor, follow up with whoever invited you, ask more questions. They'll be happy to tell you what the next steps are. Have a wonderful evening, and go Pacers.
yes.
We'll see you guys. Appreciate it. Goodbye.